Welcome to the Jamestown Board of Public Utilities. I'm Dave Leathers, the general manager here. Really appreciate everybody coming. This is a very exciting and meaningful and important day for us to kick off a great project for not just the Board of Public Utilities, but also the greater Jamestown area. We've got a great schedule of events here that Ellen DeTanto, our business development coordinator, is going to lead us through. I want to recognize my board members that are in attendance, Marie Karuba, Ralph Wallace, and our Chairman Greg Anderson. So thank you all. Our mayor, Kim Eklund, wasn't able to make it today. She's going to be on work travel all week, but we really appreciate her leadership and all that she's done in support of this important project. Ellen's going to recognize and thank others. I need to say thank you to Ellen, Becky Robbins, our communications coordinator, Chris Selstrom, who's really been the point for the organization. Chris is going to say a few words. Our line department employees, but really our entire BPU staff has been supportive of a brand new project for the utility, and something that from a magnitude standpoint and from a timeline perspective is really significant and aggressive. And so again, we're very excited about that, and I will turn it over to Chris, our Deputy General Manager of Electric.
Thanks, Dave. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a privilege to stand here today on behalf of the Jamestown Board of Public Utilities to launch our open access community fiber project. This project represents more than just the installation of fiber. It's a foundational shift in how we deliver services, manage infrastructure, and plan for the next generation of utility operations. We're proud that this work aligns so closely with the goals of New York State's Connect All office and initiative, expanding high-speed access, improving affordability, and ensuring every household and business, regardless of their income or location, has the opportunity to fully participate in the digital economy. Reliable, affordable broadband isn't just an amenity. It's an essential service and infrastructure for education, health, and economic growth. From a technical standpoint, this network will enable better utility operations. It'll reduce outage response times and give us a level of data visibility we've never had before. But equally important, it positions Jamestown to compete, attracting residents and businesses that expect modern connectivity as a baseline service. Projects like this don't come together easily. They require strong partnerships, steady leadership, and a lot of persistence. I want to recognize our line crews, who also did a great job decorating today, so thank you for that. And our electricians. These are the people who really put in the hours. They work through the weather, and they're turning this ambitious vision in a very short amount of time to a network that's built to last. I also want to thank our engineering team, our public communications team, and our IT staff, who have worked hard all behind the scenes to support this effort. Many thanks also go to the Entry Point team. Their partnership has brought this from a concept through to installation, which is obviously a huge undertaking, and to Quanta Telecom for their construction efforts and support, and also the entire BPU team and contractors who have helped support this very complex project. We still have a lot of more work to do over the next year, including installing underground fiber, splicing, and service drop installations. But we'll complete construction by the end of next year. So if you haven't already, please sign up for service and get your 90 days of free service now. Gotta have that plug. This infrastructure will support everything we do for decades to come. It's an investment that strengthens both our utility operations and our community's economic foundation. Thank you to our partners, our board, our city leaders, New York State and the Connect All team, and our customers for supporting this forward-thinking project that will drive Jamestown onward. Thanks.
Every project needs both a visionary and a champion, and for our fiber project, that's Chris Selstrom. So thank you very much, Chris. New York's leaders have recognized the diversity of our state's regions and understand that connecting people through fast and reliable internet connections is a requirement and not just a nice-to-have option. The rural nature of this part of Western New York has resulted in less than ideal conditions for building fiber infrastructure because of the high cost of both middle and last mile connections, due to the lack of density that's traditionally found in metro areas. The Connect All program was developed to help bridge that gap and to help rural areas build the fiber infrastructure necessary for all of us to reduce what has been called the digital divide. Governor Kathy Hochul has been an advocate for the Connect All program and had hoped to attend today's ribbon cutting, but her schedule didn't allow that. Representing her and speaking on behalf of the New York State Empire State Development Connect All team is Senior Vice President Joshua Breitbart.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having us here and for celebrating this great event. It is my privilege to represent Governor Kathy Hochul here and Empire State Development and all the great work that Karen and her team does in the region. I lead the Connect All program at Empire State Development, and it's such an honor to have an opportunity not just to serve the state, but to represent a program that is really driven by the vision and needs of local communities, and this project really represents that. I just checked this morning actually when I signed the award letter for this project, and it was a year ago tomorrow. So in less than a year, we've gone from really just sort of vision to service being available, not to everybody yet, but making it available and getting this done. It's just incredible to see. And again, it's a testament not only to the workers here who have been just getting that fiber pulled, but the really 100-year history that BPU has built on serving the community, responding to the needs of community, adding those responsibilities to make sure that this is a community that can thrive and grow. And today that really does mean internet access and internet for everyone. And an internet that really serves the entire town, and that's what this project is going to do. And not only with one option, but multiple options. The open access solution that is being built here is a true model for the entire state. I was trying to explain it to my kid, and he thought it sounded like science fiction, that you could go and select your internet service provider and have multiple options that way, because a lot of people don't have that experience. Even where we're getting one option, here we're really going to multiple solutions. It's amazing to see. And again, I know that the work to do this goes back years to having asked the town, what is it you want? What is it you want to see? And it is just such a great honor for everybody who works at Connect All to be able to support that vision. And on behalf of that entire team back in the office that continues to work with you to advance this effort, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who's doing the physical work, the administrative work, the financial work. All the teams are coming together to make this happen. And we're so excited for how this can contribute to the educational opportunities for the students here, the economic opportunity for all the residents, economic development for the town and the region. And we really look forward to continuing to be your partner across all those dimensions of this project and everything for the future of Jamestown. And again, thank you for having me here today and for the work that we're doing together.
Thank you, Josh. I want to recognize the Western New York leadership team for Empire State Development. They're here on the stage with us today. Karen Utz, the regional director, and Aaron Carraro, the deputy director. Chautauqua County government operations are connected with fiber for fast and reliable constituent services across more than 1,000 square miles of rural landscape and more than 20 locations. As the environment changed due to COVID, and with a growing reliance on virtual meetings and collaborations with various apps, leaders recognized the need for our citizens to have improved internet connectivity for all of their educational, business, and recreational needs. Chautauqua County Executive P.J. Wendell has advocated for improvements in rural fiber infrastructure, and the county has benefited from grants for fiber builds in rural areas all over our county. He understands the importance of this endeavor for our residents in BPU territory, and he's here today to help us celebrate the launch of the BPU Fiber Network. Please welcome P.J. Wendell.
Thank you, Ellen, and you couldn't be more right. I guess I'm going to age myself and many of us standing here. You remember the day when you have to click on and you hear that funny buzzing in the background to hook up to the internet, and you couldn't use the phone because the internet was taking time, and you would actually get charged by the minute. So we've come a long way. With somebody's dream and a vision from Chris to this fiber optic network right now, we have truly come to a new age. And as Ellen said, we are pushing the county's connectivity, as I've said before and most recently said in my budget presentation, not only to connect, but to compete. And with people being able to work remotely, working from home, but to have that reliable connectivity. And you know, Ellen made a point, and so did Dave and Chris, to our linemen. This isn't simple anything anymore, okay? Connecting and splicing fiber is arduous, it's painstaking, but it is effective. If there's a fire, if there's a tree down, if there's something that disrupts that connection, these men and women have a huge task and are charged with a great responsibility, because we cannot be without internet. We cannot be without our connection. So hats off not only to the team that created this, the vision they have, but more importantly, as we've already said, to the line crews who are going to be out here doing the job, because without them, this does not get off the ground. So again, thank you to you and everything you all are doing. A simple certificate of recognition from the Office of County Executive to the Jamestown Board of Public Utilities Community Fiber Network in recognition of your ribbon cutting ceremony on October 20th, 2025 in Jamestown, New York. The Jamestown BPU Community Fiber Network is an advanced fiber optic network owned and operated by the Jamestown BPU as a fiber utility for the benefit of BPU customers. This unique open access broadband network offers lower prices, better service, and more choices through a marketplace of internet service providers. This investment in the Jamestown community and Southern Chautauqua County is greatly appreciated. Signed by myself, Paul M. Wendell Jr., County Executive. So on behalf of myself and all the residents of the county, thank you for starting this. And for the residents of Southern Chautauqua County and Jamestown in particular and its neighboring suburbs, thank you for your vision and thank you for what you've done.
We are fortunate to have representatives from federal, state, and local offices here with us today. I believe Brian Abram is here recognizing and working with Congressman Langworthy, am I right? Sorry, he's missing. Lisa Vanstrom from State Senator George Borrello's office. Thank you. We have Frank Puglisi from the governor's office. Frank, thank you. Mason Palude from Assemblyman Andrew Molitor's office. And unfortunately, Nate Aldridge was going to be here from the CCIDA and CPEG, but he had another meeting in Dunkirk, so we appreciate the fact that he said good luck and best wishes on behalf of CCIDA. We also have county legislators Jamie Gustafson and Lisa in a second role here. Thank you very much. Two of our city council representatives are here today, Brent Sheldon and Bill Reynolds. We appreciate you being here as well. And representing Mayor Kim Eklund, Executive Assistant Joe Calamari. He is trying to get here. He's a little late because he had an event at City Hall, so hopefully he'll get here before we cut the ribbon. From Falconer, a very important part of the BPU territory, we have Mayor Jim Jarozinski and Trustee Alan Gustafson. This fiber project would not be possible without strong partnerships. We've had an incredible amount of support from our community with letters of support for our grant application from educators, businesses, organizations, and foundations. We are so thankful to have some of those people who helped us here in our presence today, so thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate it. Next, I would like to recognize Entry Point Networks, a company that is playing a critical role here in our fiber build-out. Entry Point Networks is the company that was the grant recipient on behalf of the BPU. The company has a solid background in assisting with build-outs in municipal networks and ultimately lowering the cost for services to consumers. To tell us more, I'd like to introduce Entry Point's CEO and President, Jeff Christensen.
Thank you. It's great to be here. And this project actually started in 2021. The mayor's office initiated it and then engaged us with David and Chris. And we spent the next 12 months in a planning cycle working towards this date. As a company, we've engaged with over 300 cities and counties. Of those 300, 60 of those turned into actual projects, meaning planning projects. And of those 60, about 11 of them actually got to building fiber. So the real difference is leadership. If you ask me what's the variable that moves a city or county from thinking that's a shiny object over there to a city that actually builds a network, it's a leadership thing. And so from the mayor's office and David and Chris, who we've worked so closely with, hats off to them for seeing it through, not just 5 years of effort, but being patient until the Connect All opportunity opened up. And we stayed in touch over time, and they patiently waited for the right pieces to come together. So we're appreciative of the state and their support. Also, I want to acknowledge Sherburne, New York, who was our first actual project in New York, and which I think gave everybody a vision of what an open access network could be, what it would look like. So a lot of pieces coming together. Exciting to be here, and I'm very happy for this community. I think this is going to be really instrumental infrastructure for the community. So thank you.
One of the people from Entry Point who we think works here full-time with us now, Ben Miller. Ben, thank you so much for your help. Quanta Telecom is another critical partner in this project. Their team has been providing the line workers and the fiber splicers, and they're continuing to support our own BPU team as the fiber is being connected in our neighborhoods. Brian Smith is here representing Quanta. Brian, just thank you. Thank you very much. We've developed a partnership with 2 private internet service providers, or ISPs, to provide fast and reliable service to customers on our open access network. The first is FiberSpark, based in Ithaca, New York, a company that's working in that region to supply services on an open access fiber network as well. Here today with us is the CEO of FiberSpark, Jeff Schaefer. Jeff?
Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. FiberSpark, we operate in the Ithaca area, but then we've also gotten involved with multiple of these projects really funded and supported by the New York Connect All office. I just want to give my perspective and highlight how unique and special, and I really think good, what is happening here in Jamestown is. There's a few different ways that a fiber network can get built. It could just be grant money given to a private company, and then you might have one good option for internet service. You could give that to the municipality or to the BPU and have them build it and run it as well. Again, that might be a little bit more accountable at the local level, but it's still just one option. But what is really special and unique about what's happening here, and what I've seen the Connect All office support a number of times now, is this open access concept. And just this ability to recognize that this is extremely crucial but also expensive and difficult to build infrastructure. And that leads to usually just one option or maybe a couple options at best. So what's happening here is, there's whatever existing internet options there are, now this brand new amazing fiber network. And just from day one, the ability to have multiple providers have choice, and just have that extra accountability, and just the different options and different services made available with that model. That's not something that existed at all in New York State before a few years ago with these Connect All problems, the Sherburne network that was mentioned, and now here on a little bit bigger scale, and just a really good opportunity to do things the right way. And this is me from I run a private internet provider. We build and operate our own fiber network down in the Finger Lakes region and in the Ithaca area. But just from knowing what the best way to do it is, this is truly that, and very excited to be a part of it. Thank you.
A second internet service provider that will be providing service on our network is Sumo Fiber. This national provider based in Utah has worked with many municipalities to provide services on an open access network. Here with us today from Sumo Fiber, Luke Hafen, the Operations and Project Manager.
Good afternoon. So I'm Luke with Sumo Fiber. Excited to be here. Thank you to the city and the BPU. This is a great event, and we are excited to be part of it. We are based out of Utah, but we have been doing this for 13 years on open access networks, and we are very excited to be here in Jamestown to bring competition, but also bring high-speed, reliable internet to your residents and to the businesses. Really are excited to be here. I've really never been to New York before. I love the drive-in. This is a beautiful place. So thank you for having us, and we're excited to be part of this. Thank you.
And now for the fun part. We're pleased to have the Chautauqua Chamber President and CEO Dan Heitzenreiter and the events coordinator Stanzi Grady help us out in cutting a ribbon to officially launch our network.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations.
Good, how are you?